Hi, my name is Lee Williamson. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hi, my name is Joby McAnuff. Subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary.
Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now.
Hi everybody, I'm Darren Moore and you're watching Reggae Boys Commentary.
Yes, Reggae Boys Commentary, like and subscribe, yeah? Reggae Boys Commentary, like, share and subscribe.
Reggae Boys Commentary, subscribe, like and share. Is that the right order?
Reggae Boys Commentary, like, share and subscribe.
This video is brought to you by Punditry, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts, 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. How is everybody doing? Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Simon Preston, and welcome to Reggae Boys Commentary. Yep, this is the channel where we come together to discuss everything in relation to Jamaican football. This is your hub for everything Jamaican football related. Yep, that's right, folks. This is the time where we'll come together to discuss in relation to Jamaican football. And it's an important point that we'll talk about this evening in relation to Coach Hallgrimsson. And I'm going to be very straightforward with what I'm about to say. But there's 30 of you guys watching this video right now, 31. So why haven't you smashed the like button? It's very easy. You smash the like button. All right? Smash the like button and smash the subscribe button. Come on, guys. From 2016, March 2016, almost the 7-year anniversary. 7-year anniversary approaching. You know exactly who you're talking about right now. You know exactly who you're dealing with right now. You're dealing with the youngest person to be an analyst on television. You're talking about the youngest analyst of a national team. You're dealing with the youngest person to win a prime minister's youth award in the category of broadcasting. So you smash that like button right now. You hit that subscribe button right now, because what you're dealing with is absolutely top quality analysis, top quality views. And I think that's a message that you guys can endorse as well. I don't think you guys can stray from that point or say, nah, not true, thing that. I'm being straightforward. If I've come across as arrogant over the last 30 seconds or so, then that was not my intention. I'm making the point, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. I think you guys can do that, right? And you have personal questions, you can use a super chat feature, right? MPEG TV says, greetings and salutations, sir. How art thou? All is well? Hope you guys are doing well and everything of that nature. Hope you guys are doing well. Finally, me catch a show says, Wicked Man burp, or is it Wicked Man? Jordan Williams says, big up, bro, big up. Johnny says, up, Simon, up. Richard says, Simon, you need to put a link to your new in the live chat. Okay, in the live chat. All right, cool breeze. I can do that for you guys right now. Let me do that for you guys right now. All right, so it's in the chat right now for you guys to go. And all you have to just hit the subscribe button, because I know you guys love Jamaica. You guys are very passionate about Jamaica. So all you guys have to do right now, you press that link, you hit the subscribe button, you tell me that you hit the subscribe button with a thumbs up, and then we're good to go from there. So that's all you guys have to do. Just go to that link there, you smash the subscribe button there, you smash the subscribe on Reggae Boys Commentary as well. That's all what you guys have to do, because I know you guys love everything Jamaican sports. Of course, football is the #1 sport, and football is the greatest sport that has ever existed, right? Right. But we have to give our big ups as well to those that represent Jamaica in other sporting disciplines as well. So that is what Sports City is designed to do. Right here, it's Reggae Boys Commentary, and you are at the right place right now. Big up Richard Stewart, big up. Enough respect, big up yourself. So you guys know what to do. Hit the subscribe button on Reggae Boys Commentary and hit the subscribe button on Sports City, right? Very, very simple. That's all you guys have to do. That's all that you guys have to do. Very, very straightforward, very, very simple. Cool breeze. And you guys hit the like button right here. So I'm sure you guys on earlier this week, specifically speaking Tuesday, would have seen the interview with Coach Hallgrimsson and speaking about different assets, the facets. The questions that I asked him was in relation to the camp, and he's hoping to have this every other week, but preferably Wednesday, Thursday basis. And he thanks the clubs for their support this week, because the clubs could have said no. And he said he's grateful for the clubs to allow these players to come and make themselves available. So that's good. The next question that I asked was in relation to the Mexico, the going to the World Cup and watching CONCACAF teams. He said he saw a bit of Mexico, he saw a bit of Costa Rica, he saw a bit of Canada, and he also saw a bit of the United States as well. And described the United States as ambitious in their instincts, but great young players. So very, very keen. Big up Richie Stewart, big up Siobhan Wilson, enough respect. So with all of that being said, there was a question that was raised in relation to Dejon Whisper Richards. And he described Whisper as exciting. And there was a follow-up question about what does this mean for Whisper? And his response, response was that it should be exciting for him because this is his first Cup. He said that he's playing a lot of school football, and now this is the opportunity to play against big men. And this is the opportunity, and this is something that he should be looking at. Big up, Jigo. Big up, big up, big up. Football Nation Worldwide says, big up yourself, Simon. Keep the great content coming. Love the show. Big up yourself, Football Nation Worldwide. Really, really appreciate it. Simon, when you going to keep the 7-year anniversary party? Make sure you invite me. Absolutely, absolutely. Most def. Great to hear from you guys, man. Great to catch up with you guys. So that's great. Yeah. Yeah. Mario Russell says, bless up Simon, just a check-in. Big up Mario. Hope you and everybody else and the family are doing well. If you guys haven't already, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and use the super chat feature to make your questions or comments highlighted as well within the situation as well. So, as you guys know, there's been a lot of discussions in relation to Whisper. Many platforms, many different viewpoints in relation to his involvement in the national team. So this has been a 2-day camp. Coach says the hope is to have this every other week. Now, Coach Hallgrimsson will watch more matches within the JPL, and when he watches more matches in the JPL, he will see more players. Quite naturally, Whisper does not play in the JPL. Is that to say that he will not get another call-up? No, not at all. Not at all. The point that I'm making here is that we might see new faces in the next camp. I think Whisper, based on what I saw, deserves to be at the next camp. That happens 2 weeks from now. I think he's done enough to deserve that opportunity. And I'm looking forward to that. Whisper did very well with his opportunity. And I feel like this is a grand chance for him to impress. A grand chance for him. Will there be a club opportunity? That is something, the next thing to focus on. The club situation. Being able to find a club, being able to put himself in a situation and an environment where he can play week in, week out. Even if it's in the academy of that particular club. In Belgium, in Holland. Who knows? Who knows? Germany? Yeah. So yeah. Wikiman Chris says, Simon, I heard that the under-17 preparations, they had the team play Arnott in a practice game. Any thoughts on this? Yeah, Coach Maron Gordon said that this was something that was going to happen, that this was definitely something that was happening, and that this would be against club teams. They also had a match against JDF recently, and they defeated JDF, and he said that this shows the strength of the team because JDF is a team JDF is not a team that is a walkover. So that is why they should be embraced based on the performance and the way that they did. So from that angle, it should be something that should be looked upon in a great manner. And we give all the respect and honor and glory for the victory to the team. Now, another thing that was mentioned in Coach Maron Gordon's press conference is in relation to the playing of international matches. And he was saying that the possibility exists that there will be some international matches on the island prior to departure to Guatemala. They depart the 8th, he says. And of course, their first game is the 10th or the 12th, one of them. But they depart the 8th, and they're hoping to get 2 matches on the island. So that is something that we can look out for. 2 matches on the island is something that is being worked upon. So we can look out for that, and we'll see how all of that sort of expands and grows. So we'll see how all of that works out. So yeah, we'll look forward to all of those elements. Love to hear that the coach think that Whisper is exciting. Yes, Mario, but he was very, I don't want to take anything away from Whisper. I really, really don't. But the coach was very mindful about what he said, cautious, exciting, as he's playing school football and doing well, but now it's time to prove himself at this level. So he feels that this is exciting for Whisper as well, to play with these players that play in the JPL, that play week in, week out. So I'm very happy that the coach has said that. I'm very, very happy that he said that. And I personally feel that it's important that these comments are made so that persons are aware of all of those elements put together. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what lies ahead as well. So it should be good. I know you saw my comments last night about this. Just want to hear your 2 cents on the lack of friendlies for the youth teams. Honestly, I'm disappointed because I don't think it's any surprise that the 2 World Cups where Jamaica qualified for at under 17 level, there was an extended build-up, and not only an extended build-up, but there are friendly opportunities. Jamaica's under 17 team that qualified for the World Cup in 2011, not only did they go to Brazil and play 6-7 games and stay in Brazil on Christmas Day and into the new year, but they also played friendly matches on home soil. On home soil, so that the fans could get to know them, so that the players could get accustomed to conditions. They were together in camp always together. And that built that synergy. So by the time the qualifiers came around in February, they were good to go. They were solid and they were ready. They drew Trinidad the first game. They defeated Guatemala. They defeated Honduras, and they qualified for the under-17 FIFA World Cup. At the World Cup itself, narrow margins, basically. If Omar Holness had scored that shot from 30 yards out, who knows? Jamaica could have defeated the Japanese. If better decision-making was made on the ball, perhaps a point could have been gained against Argentina. And the game against France, if they were not given a lot of space on the right-hand side, perhaps Jamaica could have been walking away with a historic 1-0 victory. Fine margin. Fine margins, my friend. Fine margins. Happy for Whisper. Hope he makes the cut. The cut in the sense of another camp, or the cut in the sense of a debut for the Reggae Boys later this year? What do you mean by the cut? So Simon, question: why don't the youth teams get friendlies anymore? Youth teams do play friendlies in terms of the United States, Canada, Mexico. They're always playing friendlies against Spain and the Netherlands and England, because some of these teams get invited to the Toulon Cup in France. Yeah, Toulon tournament. But as it relates to Jamaica, it comes down again to funding. It comes down to preparation. So that's one of the reasons. Funding is basically something that's denying it, even if it's against Mexico and the USA. Look, wicked man burp from me. Jamaica should be like this with the Cuban Football Association and the Cayman Islands Football Association. It's an hour flight to Cuba. It's a 40-minute flight to Cayman. Maybe an hour, depending on the wind and everything like that. So Jamaica should have close ties with Cayman and Cuba because they're right there. They're the closest to Jamaica. The tickets that's basically the cheapest ticket outside of Jamaica. Outside of Fort Lauderdale, that is the cheapest ticket outside of Jamaica. Going to Cayman or going to Cuba, that's the cheapest ticket outside of Jamaica. Those are opportunities. And people are going to look at Cayman and say, well, look at the quality of the opposition, but it's a match and you're being tested so you know where you at. You're not going to know where you're at unless you play them. Who knows? Cayman might bring 2 men from England. You never know. You have to test yourself. Why everyone is going crazy over Whisper? He plays schoolboy football. Wait and see how well he hold up against all the players at his age group. He is good, says XYZ Thompson. All right. XYZ Thompson. I understand exactly what you're saying in terms of expectations and hype and enthusiasm. For right now, we are given the applause that he's been invited to a domestic-based camp. I want to see him invited again to the domestic-based camp. And after that next domestic-based camp, if he's exciting again and continues to do well against big man, then invite him to the next camp. And at that next camp, If he proves himself, I have no problem if he makes the plane to Mexico. If he continues to push those in front of them. Wicked Man Burp says, I remember them playing friendlies at Jar Park against the USA. Yes, that's right. 2011, my friend, and late 2010 as well. ISAB says, just joined my friend who is Whisper. Whisper is Dejon Richards. He was the most exciting player in the recently concluded schoolboy football season. His name is Dejon Whisper Richards. He is a talented young player. And, you know, schoolboy football in Jamaica, I'm disappointed at the talent turnover because there's been some exciting prospects that have played. Let me give you a list of names, guys. Brian Brown, Anthony Walker, Alvis Powell, Kesanya Hall, Alex Marshall, Ashton Bennett, Jameel Hardware, Shamar Shelton, Jason Wright, Omar Holness, Tyreek McGee. Tell me where those guys are, Junior Flemings. Out of the list that I just called you, probably 3 or 4 of them are playing professionally still. And of those 3 or 4 that are playing professionally, 2 are getting regular minutes. The turnover is my concern from schoolboy football, that transition from schoolboy football. And to be quite frank with you, if you said to me, Simon Preston, would I rather a young player on the island play schoolboy football or play in the JPL? I would say the JPL. Any day of the week. Any day of the week, the JPL. Any day of the week. I want him to play against a big man. I want that 17-year-old to face the roughness and toughness and be bullied down and get kicking on him ankle. Not injured, of course, but to understand the rudiments of what is needed. Because all of this is going to bode well by the time he's 20, 21. And when he goes on that plane and goes across the Atlantic and signs for a deal in Belgium, in Switzerland, in Portugal, in Spain, in England, in Andorra, in Moldova, in Romania, in Latvia, in Estonia, in Turkey, in Greece, in Italy, in Malta, in Moldova, in Macedonia, all of this is going to be the preparation that he needs. All of it. And that is exactly why JPL for me should exactly be where the talent, the clubs have the responsibility to develop talent. Not schools, clubs have the responsibility. Whisper at this time won't make us qualify for the World Cup, not yet. Nobody said that he would, my friend. Nobody said that. A debut for the Reggae Boys, says Gino. Debut against Mexico. If Jamaica's leading 1-0, 1 minute to go, bring on Whisper. Boom, 2-0. Kaizawa. People thinking the coach saying exciting means the coach is saying that he's good or ready for the senior team, when really he means he's excited to see him finally play. Yes, you are absolutely right. 150% right. Spot on. Whisper will not debut for us for another year or 2, says Big Crook. However, Malachi is more of what we need our ASAP. Malachi Douglas is exciting, and I can't wait to see what he will have to offer as well. Really, really exciting. Cayman, Cuba, Haiti, we should have under 17 and under 20 playing once every 3 months. And maybe from there we can get friendlies with bigger teams. Again, Wicked Man Burp, it's going to come down to funding. You know why Central American teams are able to have friendlies? Because those countries are not islands. So they can literally drive across the border instead of fly across the border. So that's why it's so much easier for El Salvador to play Honduras and Honduras to play Belize and Belize to play Guatemala and Guatemala to play Mexico and Panama to play Nicaragua and Costa Rica to play Panama and Nicaragua to play Panama. That's why in Central America, they get that is easier. But in the Caribbean are full of islands. Only Haiti and Dominican Republic shares an island together. St. Martin as well, the French and the Dutch side. So they have opportunities there where they can have friendlies. Guyana, Suriname, they could drive across the border as well. French Guyana and Suriname, that's another option as well. But apart from that, that's it. That's it, honestly. That's about it. Yes, Simon, but listen to what the coach said. I don't have an issue with him plays. I have an issue with people putting him on top of the mountain. I was there, XY Thompson, so I know exactly what the coach said. Absolutely. And you heard exactly what he said. And when the question was posed, how much this means, the coach said, this means a lot for Whisper. And he's excited to see what he will bring. Everything the coach said on Tuesday was Wednesday, was 150% spot on. Every word, every sentence, everything. Sheldon Baptiste, Cornell Lemon. Can you mention about the coaching level or opportunity for them to improve via badges? You're asking if he mentioned it? No, the coach didn't mention it. No, the coach did not mention that. But what I can say is in terms of what of mention and stuff like that is basically he's willing to learn, and we've seen evidence where he at before of every training session at the end he has a chat with Marin Gordon and the rest of his staff. He either sits with them on the grass or he actually physically goes up to them and has a conversation. So that is something that we can recognize, and that is something that we can see. So that's something we can note. School with hardware, but him and Mattox were bigger boys for me at Bridgeport High. Yeah. Oh, so you know my good friend. But yeah, Mattox and hardware. Yeah. They're Mattox born 1990. Hardware is 92, I believe. Simon, the next under 20, we should qualify with Whisper and Lovelace scoring. We should be good. And Cuba Mitchell. Oh my days, what a midfield. Jeez. Next under 20, I got shot, My God. Yeah, the next under 20, I got shell. I tell them from no. Yeah, so try, Simon, we need these clubs to take charge of the development of youth plates, opposed to leave it up to the Manning Cup. I give 19-year-old playing against 15, 16, 17. Yeah. Whisper is a different case, different from the other Schoolboy star. Whisper has a full support cast behind him. Whisper's agent, advocate, a father. I fully understand what you're saying, Rob Smith. And I'm not saying that Whisper is going to end up like Alex Marshall or as a Messi Marsh or a Kyle Scott or a Richard Trench or a Leo Pete Cole or Jason Johnson. What I'm saying is that I don't want him to end up like them. From the technical parts of the game, we lack. There's no way an 18-year-old you should be learning how to control the ball. Coaches here is the big issue. For me, when you're dealing with professionals, I don't think you should be teaching fundamentals. Fundamentals is for grassroots. That's where you teach fundamentals of the game. When it comes to the senior level, you should not be teaching possession. When it comes to the senior level, you should be teaching and wanting your tactics to plan out on the field. 1 touch, 2 touch, and as a system, how are we going to be? High press, low block, those are the things. Shamar Leon played JPL or Schoolboy. Shamar played Schoolboy football. He wasn't a big star in Schoolboy football, but He did play schoolboy football, and Shamar Nicholson did play in the JPL. He played for Boys Town, and from Boys Town he went and signed for MK Domžale in Slovenia. There was an opportunity at Toronto FC, but apparently Boys Town wanted more money, so he ended up at MK Domžale. Bailey did not play schoolboy football and did not play in the JPL. I would say it anyway. If the weak Romain Blake is criminal underrated, when we look, I'm sure if he continues doing what he's doing, then Rob Smith, he'll get a next opportunity, and the next camp, I should say. Them put schoolboy football upon this high pedestal and believe that the name brand schoolboy can walk into the senior team. Granted, they are anomalies, but no, it's not how it works. I don't think schoolboy football should get the attention it deserves. That's my honest opinion about it. I personally believe that this is how I feel. When you go to England, when you go to the United States, when you go to Canada, do you see them talking about their schoolboy football league? I mean, you get a line of it in a newspaper. That's about it. But Jamaica, you know how in the United States and Canada, it's all about, and even England, it's about which college you went to, which university you went to. In Jamaica, it's about which high school you went to. That's a big deal. That's where the bragging rights, which high school you went to. While in the States, about which college you went to or which university you went to. Shows the difference right there, doesn't it? It shows the very, very difference in everything. So that's something for us to bear in mind. The difference in culture, the difference in style, difference in everything from that aspect. So it shows what we see. Yeah. A cultural thing that will have to make the adjustments, cultural things that will have to be adjusted. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take energy. And it's going to take a lot of will. We'll see. But it's going to take time, guys. So patience, 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 patience. That's what's going to happen. Patience, 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 patience. Romain Blake is an underrated prospect, Simon. Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. Which point? In relation to Whisper? You're talking about the exciting part? Yes, he did say that. Yes. You're more than welcome to watch the interview, which was uploaded 2 days ago. So you're more welcome to go. Yes, he did say that. He did say that. So you're more than welcome to go ahead and watch it and see for yourself. The next World Cup, how old Whisper is going to be? 21. 2026, he should be 21. What? So crazy. He's trying to keep Whisper. Of course, yeah. The other schoolboy from Clarendon College, how is he doing? Progressing nicely. Mathematics was in lower 6 when I was in 8th grade, and hardware was in 10th grade, and them days I was trying out for Pepsi. Okay. You're a big baller then, man. You're a big baller. You're a big baller. Okay. Okay, cool. Rob Smith and Shamar was playing JPL at 16, yeah? Bailey played under 14. I'm talking about schoolboy football, the under 19 competition. I'm not talking Pepsi or Colts. I'm talking senior schoolboy football. Under 14. Yes. Yeah. No, that's fine. I played Pepsi and Colts. Yeah. I took on my debut was Cumberland, 2008. I started on my debut too. Usually most debuts you come on with half an hour. I never forget that day. 1-7-1. Yeah, Max Pragnell scored a hat-trick. Yeah, Luca Levy left by then. But it was a good day. Our first corner kicker went up and my header was cleared off the line. It looked like it was going in, but my header was cleared off the line. And I had 1 assist on my debut. Granted, it was a clearance. My clearance fell to Max, and Max one-on-one with the keeper. Max, best player I've ever played with, went around him and scored. And I maintain to this very day that Max Pragnell is the best Jamaican footballer that is not professional. I maintain that to this very day, and I'll maintain that for the rest of my life. Max Pragnell is the best Jamaican who is not a professional football player. He went to school in the States, did so well, could have gone to England. I'm not going to take back my words. I've played with Max for a decade, basically, and for me, with one-on-ones, when I'm defending and Max is attacking, he would always go past me, always. Once in my entire life, I intercepted possession from him, once. Quick, good eye for goal, intelligent runs. He was just a supreme athlete. And after football training, he jumps in the swimming pool and wins the 50-meter freestyle event. And then after that, goes on the cricket field and takes a hat trick. Look, guys, I'm serious. You guys are more than welcome to Google him. Max Pragnell, the best Jamaican who is not a professional right now. Just makes me sad even thinking about it, because Max had so much potential. The sooner Romain Blake is taken from centre-back and deployed in midfield, the better. Nice passing range and very physical. But you know the thing, Shaquille, when it comes to the midfield element, less time on the ball, so you're going to have to make your decision a little bit quicker. So that will be the real test. Yeah, please be careful driving. Texting and driving, not good. Not good at all. Simon, not sure if you know the story about Freddie Adu in 94. Yeah, I remember. Of course I remember Freddie Adu. Freddie Adu even scored against Jamaica, I believe, in an under-17 friendly. I remember Freddie, and I mean, for the United States, he played Gold Cup 2009, Gold Cup 2011, but that was it basically from a senior team perspective. And guess what, guys? Freddie's not even an old person right now, you know? Not at all. Freddie's in his early 30s right now. To be specific, Freddie's 33. He's not young from a football and playing perspective, but he's not holding a 40, you know? Promising at DC. Yeah? Went to Real Salt Lake, we saw similar signs. Went to Benfica, I said, all right, Europe now. And then I see him go out on loan, I said, all right, Monaco, French league, he'll get a couple of games under his belt. Then when I see him go to loan to Portugal and go on loan to Greece at Aries, and then go to Turkey and come back to MLS 2011, and I'm like, what happened, Freddie? What happened? So I was just very, very disappointed it didn't materialize. Yeah, he played at a number of under-17 and under-20 World Cups, and in the Olympics and the Confederations Cup, but yeah. Simon, who will be the coach? I strongly believe our coaches, the HR coaches, educators, way and coaches coach. What do you mean the coach? For which team are you talking about? Mark played Schoolboy football, but his school isn't a footballing school. Yeah, Trenchtown High. But he played club football most of his teens. Bailey played schoolball, but it was Pepsi. Yeah, he didn't play Manning Cup. Leon Bailey played in the Casafa youth competition. Yep, I remember that. I remember. It's coaching and also money to pay coaches. One coach can't coach 30 man in these times of professional football. Yeah. Payment, remuneration for coaches as well, because we have a lot of coaches that coach a high school and coach a club and coach a primary school. I think your priority should be with one. Yes, Jamaica is a small island, but still, I think the priority should be with one. Simon, any of the local coaches from the clubs was invited at the camps? Well, it's an open invitation to those coaches to watch, but in terms of coaches that were there, Eric Rademacher was there, Ludlow Bernard was there. So a few of them, Like today at 40 boys, me one alone, a coach. Yeah, you're right, Unseen. You're right. One more person alongside you. Look, there's a saying, many hands make light work. When Reggae Girls team going to be decided? The squad should be dropped this weekend, but I can tell you guys from right now, there's a certain name that's not there that should be there. There's a certain name that's not there that should be there. That's what I mean. Always Pele when he won his first World Cup, 17. I agree, Simon. Schoolboy football shouldn't even be on TV, let alone be heavily talked about until the PFJL put in a development league and the JFF constructs leagues on the youth side. Well, you know, Kasafa under 13, 15, 17. We just haven't seen Kasafa under 20 for a while. If we go back to 2017, but we've had Kasafa under 17, Kasafa under 15, Kasafa under 13s. Cavalier, of course, being the dominant force. Santos. I saw Christopher Pearson score a goal from half line. You know, so yeah. Cumberland, Simon, I live in the next game. Cumberland is walking his house. Yeah, seriously, 7-1. Defeat Cumberland 7-1. I played 78 minutes that game. We're leading 5-0 when I came off. I won 7-1. So yeah. We didn't get to the second round because of the loss we had to Ascot. But yeah, that conversation is for another day. But a worse school to play football in Portmore. Simon, is there any fullback out there that the coach is looking at? Fullback. Domestically speaking, because these domestic camps is about getting to know the players, and he said that more than once within the interview. You have to understand, though, that high schools are the pride and joy of Jamaica, as we don't have the higher level of institutions as does the USA. Jago, we have the University of the West Indies, which is accredited. You can get a degree from the University of the West Indies and work anywhere in the world. I have a degree from the University of the West Indies, and it has taken me to 4 continents of the globe. 4 continents of the globe. We have the University of Technology, which is recognized in some quarters, and we also have the UCC, which is recognized in some quarters as well. So there we go. Speaking of Luca Levy, where is he? He's working on some opportunities right now. Why is that even a question? Shame on you for even asking that. Shame on you for asking that. I don't even know why you would ask such a question. Shame on you for asking that. That's why it's important, folks, to do our research. We should always do our research, guys. Always do your research. And when our Euro squad going to be decided this weekend, the squad should drop this weekend or early next week. But as Made mentioned, we're gonna see a squad, and it's gonna be like, well, where is she? Well, where is she? Well, where is she? That's what we're gonna say. Fabine. Full says better coaches. Yeah. All on, is Whisper the only player in the 32-member squad? Is he the only player the coach is looking on? Just wondering. No, Stefan Wright. Are you just joining right now? Are you just joining right now? No. The answer to that question is no, sir. I hope that answers your question. I should answer your question because I already answered it. I already said no. So, yeah. So, yeah. Busy year ahead. This is why we need the JFF to construct a league system on the youth side of the football pyramid. Okay, with the situation of JPL, and then you have a JPL championship, Well, not a JPL championship, but you have the Jamaican championship, and then League One, League Two. I'm completely fine with that. That's what happens when you overhype players too young, and you will get a Freddie Adu. Gregory Reed said, "Good evening, Simon. What does the coach think of Whisper?" He said in the interview that Whisper is exciting, and he thinks that it is exciting for the player to be part of this camp, and it's now for him to prove himself. So that's basically what he said in a nutshell. Richard Crawford says, "Whisper." Yeah. Maybe we have to whisper since we're talking about Whisper. We've had a lot of good ballers who just weren't introduced to pursue football after school. Guys, forgive me. I need to use the restroom. I'll be back in 40 seconds, okay? 40 seconds. Hey guys, thank you so much for taking your time out to watch this video in particular. But let me give you an update on a channel called Sport City. Yes, Sport City. It is a channel dedicated to everything related to Jamaican sports. Football, cricket, athletics, netball, rugby league, rugby union, tennis, lacrosse, swimming, you name it, we got it on Sport City. And what is the channel designed to do? It is designed to highlight Jamaican talents across all of those sporting disciplines. If you're a Jamaican and you're playing that sport, then we got you covered on Sport City. So it's quite simple, guys. Hit the subscribe button to Sport City right now. I'm a man of my word, and I know that you guys can vouch for that as well. If I say something, I do it. I believe in God Almighty. So when I say I'm going to do something, I get it done. I don't dilly-dally. I don't. I'm imperfect, yes. I'm imperfect. I make mistakes. But one thing that you guys will always know is that I'm always professional in how I handle my thing. I'm always professional. Always. So if you haven't already, you smash that like button right now. You hit the subscribe button right now to Reggae Boys Commentary. Quite simple, guys. We've had a lot of good players. Yeah. Simon, those competitions are played in the summer like most of the youth competitions. Well, May, June, thereabouts. Because Safa under 17, under 15, thereabouts. Simon, can forward on the stream, or you're shutting it down shortly. If you want to hop on for 10 minutes, no problem. I'll just drop the link in the chat. But yeah, you can hop on. Yeah. Nah, bro. Just wait till the squad drop. You'll see. Just wait till the squad drop, and you will see. How similar is the JPL in Central American country like Honduras in terms of level? The Central American teams have the edge, and it's clear when they compete against each other in the CONCACAF Champions League and even the CONCACAF League, because those teams in Central America are paid good money. They have camps, and they are together all the time. They have a training session in the morning and a training session in the evening. They focus on football and only football. Not like, I don't want to say all, but you do have many players in the JPL that have a 9-to-5 job and they play their football. That's not the case for all players, but the reality of the situation is that students or person that work 9-to-5, and of course you have some, as Mr. Rudolph Speed said in his interview, that are earning 200,000 Jamaican a month. You do have a few of them. It's always exciting at the high school level. That is what he said. Correct. Super sticker. Big up Anthem. Hope you're doing well, sir. Hope you are doing well. Simon, is there is no way you could use the restroom so fast. Really? Well, so yeah. I'm not entertain that conversation there, you know. As it's above the JPL infrastructure-wise organization, wise history and wages and quality of football. Yeah. Interesting. Let's introduce our good friend Burp and so I'll go on. Yes, General.
What about Simon?
Doing good in outings, evening.
Things go on, man. Well, yeah. What may I say as far as the JFF need to do something in terms of the gap between youth football and senior football. All right, watch this. If you have under 17, under 20, under 15, what me know in Spain, they have a league called La Liga Promesa. So basically, it's like La Liga, but you have teams from in the regional competitions. We get to go up and participate in the premier competition at that age group. I think maybe under 15 or under 30. I'm not quite sure on the age group. Then you have the national under 17 competition, where teams can get promoted and play in that competition by winning them regional competitions as well. So basically, it'll be like for them version of Kasafa, then you go play National League for the age group. So I think we need to have that structure there, so you can bridge the gap and develop football, and football at that level plays year round. It's not just few months or a few weeks. If you understand me, I say, so the players get more time to develop and own them craft, opposed to play 3 months of football if them lucky, and then for the other rest of the year it's just if you're good enough you get to play for your JPL team.
So yeah, go on through.
And the next thing too, when you finish out the age groups, you have a B team before you reach the senior main team.
Interesting.
And you would play in the lower leagues, but you can't go up to the league that your senior team is. So you still get more time to develop. If you're honest, with like that structure, that me personally feel it would have made more sense, because everybody will have whole heap of teams and whole heap of lower league teams. So we can introduce younger players to big man football at an earlier age. Opposed to just throw all of them at the deep end and hope and pray them actually that good.
All right. So the under 17, under 20, under 15 that you make mention, you'd have that from September straight go to June. You would want that, in a sense.
Yeah, but then again, remember, you know, these players, you know, their minds are conditioned to become pros. So if you don't take it serious, you leave it alone and go on to school. But their schooling curriculum is mainly focused around them for them training. So if them train twice a day, one in the morning, one in the evening, they have later classes than most other people. Well, let's say that English class would be 9:45. Their English classes would be like 12.
Right.
So them not really miss out on nothing, but it's a bit tailored to their special needs.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I hear what you're saying, especially with the under 17, under 20 leagues and everything. Good preparation, good thing like that. The only thing that may say, with is like the B team, I don't know the treatment as it relates to how, like, clubs like, for example, Rockfort or Constant Spring or Seaview Gardens, teams aren't like in Kasafa Super League or Major League, and that's basically where they are. And you come up against Harborview B. My preference would be an under 23 league. That would be my personal preference. I see what you're doing, and it works in Germany and it works in France. To carry that to Jamaica now, that's where I'm a little bit doubtful about. But everything with youth football, they say, I'm on the same page with, and I agree with. The B team thing, I really have to give that some serious thought, how that can work and how that can really, really work. I don't want to complicate it. I just want to make it simple, straightforward. But everything else you say with youth football, that is a given. That will happen now, tomorrow morning, straight up.
See, Fabi Frana say you can't take Spain and put it in JA. The size, brother, it's not the size or whatever, bro. It's called a footballing pyramid for a reason. No matter the what the smallest country we can think of. Look at the size of Croatia. The population less than us. Or the smaller league less than us. This is exactly how their football pyramid is set up.
Croatia a little more than Jamaica, or Uruguay have the same population more or less.
And more or less, this is also how their football is also set up. Wrong or right, Simon?
Yeah, you're right.
So all of this and we can go on and go on and go on. There are places that with rich football in history have a footballing pyramid. We are missing at least 2 or 3 or probably 4 levels of senior football, and not to mention youth football. So everything we can take from Europe or other places can be applied in Jamaica. But we don't have some of us don't have the vision.
Food for thought there, brother. Food for serious thought there. But you know, it not gonna happen overnight. That's the thing. It's not tomorrow morning it's gonna happen because JPL just started a new system and there's gonna be more changes down the road. There's plans for more teams in the league. Eventually, each club can sustain themselves. Cool, progress. Now we have to think about a second tier and make sure that it's sustainable. Them own sponsors and thing. So your idea that you just gave a while ago, it's going to take a decade. And I said that out of respect, honestly.
A decade?
Yeah, man.
Remember we have to work on Jamaica time.
All right.
2 decades.
All right, you got married with picnic before that happened.
Seriously. Can't understand the tactical part because they are not staying in school and developing an understanding situation from the cut.
Let me see this now. Kind of school. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is really related to the youth thing that we're talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have way more resources than us. I'm saying that we can copy the structure, but we need more resources for. Bro, you don't really need a lot of resources. Come on, it is there. You have teams like Boyson that played at the major league.
Yeah.
You have teams like Ria Mona would just win the Super League the other day. That's exporting players to Europe.
Yeah.
We just need it to be more, the system and the pyramid to be more fine-tuned and a little bit longer, opposed to leaving the development solely on schoolboy football. Simon, you want to hear something ironic and funny? All right. You remember the other day when the ISA president said the like him would have said, schoolboy football is not there to develop good players. It is there for, it's basically a competition to win. I'm paraphrasing right now.
Yeah. Like a recreational league in a sense. Yeah.
But look at this. He said the JFF must take up that responsibility and the clubs. Look at this. Them have the schoolboy in a player, Al Manning versus Al Da Costa. Have them playing against a team in Florida, and I think them supposed to play a Trinidad All-Star schoolboy football team as well. Now, if you're going to extend the season to January, February, when is the JFF and the clubs going to have time to develop these same players? You see the stranglehold them have on youth football and now let it go? It's crazy.
And brother, people in the comments, them now beat you. My virgin JT Taylor just say it, I gotta take money.
No, you know what I'm virgin do? What if not gonna remember me? Yeah, bro, I've been reaching out to him like solids, bad artist from Sweden or something like that, but it is what it is. Yeah. I know him. But yeah, man, I think that is how they do it in Sweden as well. Cause I watch a thing about a couple years ago with Bramby, and that is how the students go to school in the morning. Classes are delayed for those kids. They them go to school after them done training. When them leave, them go training in the evening, then go home and go to sleep.
Yeah, fully get you. Quite a bit to get through. Yeah, them say blessings. So maybe remember you.
Respect, my boy. Respect.
Maybe I remember you.
One is one of the resources I'm talking about, and also personnel.
So yes, Chris, you used to be wickeder than Whisper. So maybe
No, no, I'm not gonna say that. I would not say that.
somebody did hear.
No, I would not say that.
Hold on.
That-
You did play 2008, 2009.
no,
But I want to see if we did play against you.
no. Whenever I didn't make the cut.
All right.
Never make the cut at all.
Our biggest loss in a football come from Bridgeport. So
I remember that match there. We never go, but me hear about it.
Man,
With Ox and no Shaquille Notice and
them
what
man,
other man.
them man.
Oh, sidetrack. Simon, did you hear that Junior McGregor is coming back to Tivoli to play football?
Yes, absolutely.
What your view on that?
Peter McGregor, Peter.
No, not Peter McGregor, Junior McGregor.
Oh, Junior.
Shuckle boss.
I know you're excited about it.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Out of all the clubs, them hear this man.
Simon, if you never know, I also play music. See? And when the whole pandemic and I saw it, I said to my fellow co-workers and say, yo, this not gonna last long. He's going to go back to play football. No, my thing is, you have to pick one or the other. You can't do two.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how I feel about this. Like, the league is more professional than when he last played. It's more serious than the aborted season. So, if you go on good, yeah. You can't go back to music.
Chris, J Taylor wanna know your name much. I remember you, isn't it?
Yes, Solids. Yes, my bro. That is it.
Wow.
Yes, my bro.
It's what you're saying, Chris. You're multi-talented man.
I'm a multifaceted person.
Look at that.
Yeah, man. But we need JFF really need to do something with the gaps in the football pyramid from both the senior side, the youth side and the female side.
Mm-hmm.
Cause just one league for the woman them that never cut it.
Yeah, it's gonna take time, G. It's gonna take time and energy and money.
Not money.
Yeah, so share your $2 them from your music and league.
Huh? Hello?
Yeah.
Shh.
You can't hear me.
No, I'm not here for the part there.
Can name it the wicked man Chris JPL.
Our players need exposed at an early age. The Manning Cup coaches are great. Teachers produce great students.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Good. Oh my God. Good pro from Clubhouse days. Yeah, with lots of late nights on Clubhouse. Chris, that took us through the pandemic. Yo, Chris, tell me, we learned something new tonight. What?
Yeah, man. Personality. Yeah, man. But for sure, man.
So you're Oliver Samuels too?
No, man. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
IT and Fancy Cat? No?
No, I don't know about that. He always has it that I'm a comedian. The leading scorer is a high schooler.
Yeah. Buckley. Blessings, Sir Richards. Hope you're doing well. Enough respect. Really, really appreciate you tuning in. Hope you are doing well. Her name is familiar. Yeah, Buckley was involved in the under-17 team, and she was actually training with the team as well in relation to the senior team assignments, and was part of the under-17 pool, trained with the team for the Paraguay game. So yeah, very, very good player. Big up Anthem. Yeah, man, enough blessings, Richie Royal Sports, Mr. Richards. Hope you're doing well. Keep the link. Thanks for tuning in. Hope your week went well, and blessings to you and the family, man. People are laughing at you, Chris. People are laughing at you, man. You have plenty jokes, man.
See, even when I'm not joking, I'm joking. People will never take me serious.
I know you're not joking about the money parts, that's for sure.
No, I'm definitely joking about that.
I,
But Simon,
because I've had my
as
humility, you know. Humility, yeah. Well, go on through. Sorry.
may I try to get some info on the tier two,
Yeah.
like in terms of when it's gonna start.
Mhm.
Is what the motive in terms of Real Mona are they going to play?
Mhm.
Um, like we can't get the information. We're not hear nothing about the sponsorship. Is it going to be shown on TV? Like they don't even have an Instagram account or something. What we need, like, I don't really have a horse in the race, but
Mhm.
we just want to know.
Yeah. Yeah, and the truth is, Chris, the reality why you haven't heard a lot or very little about it is because there's still things behind the scenes that haven't been sorted out. So you won't see the information out in the public unless there is something that is concrete. So, as you said, sponsorship, the jerseys, there is conversation in relation to perhaps should it be the same sort of corporate entities that back the JPL, remuneration for players, stipend for players. There are different conversation, different boxes that have to tick off first. So again, it goes back to patience and waiting and see what happens. But you're right, of course. I would love to see a day where, like as I said a few minutes ago, you have the JPL, you have the Jamaican Championship, you have the Jamaican League One or Jamaican Third Division, the Jamaican Fourth Division, and from even five divisions, I would say I would love to have five divisions, ideally, and even the fifth division, for me, would be a semi-pro league for me, where persons get a stipend every month. That is the same stipend that you would see players in the JPL getting, the 30, 40, 50,000 a month. Things in Jamaica are not cheap, and the dollar is 150 odd now. So that's what I would love to say. But that's as I said, a decade from now or more.
2 decades right now.
2 decades. You're wicked, man. You're wicked. You're wicked.
I mean, the name kind of says it all. Just having a league and players not moving up with basic technical sense makes no sense. So is it XYZ? Would you say that about MLS? Would you say that about the USL 1, 2, and the championship? It's the same thing. Bro, what you need to understand is that when the JPL closed off the relegation promotion, it was to make the clubs more viable in a sense as where they can actually make some money, make them stable.
And it's just for now, just for now.
Just for now.
Because of COVID and everything, they're just giving them a bit of leeway, and then relegation soon come back. But yeah, just for this period, Jamaica's a small island. We have to accept ourselves. Just after season, yeah, tough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like my internet comes out there. Yeah, Chris. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so more than I would never bash the second tier because it had do something more.
Yeah.
It's trying to foster a era of professionalism for smaller clubs.
And it gives you the opportunity as well to put on your boots again, Chris, and to take the league and take the field, Man silent.
No, me read a comment that one catch. You know what? Me leave that one off. We talk off here, bro. We talk off here.
No,
we talk off here.
That's not Reggae Boys commentary. That's
that is mix up.
That's Friday night commentary.
But yeah, bro. So we can't even bash it. I see people say, JPL rare this and that. I'm like, bro, the JPL is doing what the JPL is supposed to do. The reason why the JPL isn't as competitive or as quote unquote entertaining as what Ayaz Abzi wanted to know about the Central American leagues is because we don't have that long history. Most of these leagues were started in the 20s. We started in the 70s. Teams started in the
Yeah.
60s, 70s, 80s,
Right.
90s. So we have played catch up. We don't have the long history there.
Yeah, you could even go back to when the clubs were found. A lot of the clubs were formed in the 70s, 1970s, 1780s,
Late 60s.
versus the clubs in England that are around from 1800 odd, 1878, 1892, 1866.
Junior kids.
It's second tier.
It's funny because it's true. Even the third tier, i.e. Super League, said 2 players Ghana Europe. Like how real, we can't understand why Real Madrid would not try their hand at the second division. Like obviously you are doing something right there.
Yeah, but Chris, it's a little bit deeper than the field of play. Honestly,
It's always about the almighty dollar.
That's one conversation. That's one. Another is power. So one day at a time, my brother. We can only battle it one day at a time. But for now, let me just clap our hands and say, coach is here, living on the island. His son soon join him. This is what he said. People say good talk to the questions that were asked, and persons can actually be happy about moving forward. Now, as you know, action speaks louder than words, so it's now time to back up the actions with the words that you say. So that's next.
I have 2 questions, Simon, for you.
All right.
What area you think?
All right. Cool.
So I think I was on military channel the other day. So I watching one of the key myself. People are saying, yo, this camp not for car because them the homegrown players them not ready and this and that and the third. My thing is, okay, going to call a camp, we know what to go do further on for them. But do you think that we need a national B team, a national C team? Or we just play like most of the Eastern Caribbean teams and stuff, so get these local players more accustomed to football outside of the country. So that'd be like team B team would consist of players from the JPL, maybe tier 2, USL 1 and 2, C team would consist of maybe USL 2 tier 2 players and Super League. I will stop on Major League for the C team. What say you on that?
For me, I feel it once you take the field for Jamaica is Jamaica. I wouldn't want to say B or C. Even if Jamaica goes with a local base squad, go to St. Kitts, we're playing against St. Kitts. So for me, it's Jamaica versus St. Kitts. The cryptics are going to be like, well, we carry, we never carry no UK man them and this and that and that. For me, it's Jamaica. So I wouldn't say Jamaica B, Jamaica C. Just like the game against Morocco. Jamaica lose 3-0 to Morocco that game. I'm not going to say, boy, it was Jamaica's Z team or Jamaica D team or Jamaica F team. No, Jamaica lose 3-0. That was not Jamaica's strongest team, but it's Jamaica take the field at the end of the day. So I don't want to do it like that. I wouldn't say have a Jamaica B or C team. I think a local camp should be together every week. That's what I think, 2 to 3 days for the week. I know clubs are going to have a fight with that, so fine. I can settle with 2 days for the week. And week after week, what exactly the expectation is. As I said, Cuba right there, so. Cayman there right there, so. Cuba, Jamaica, we don't need a visa for go to Cuba. Cayman, yeah, we're going to need visa. So that is a process. So, all right, where can we go to where we don't need visa? All right, we can go to Cuba, no visa. We can go Cayman. We can go Haiti. We don't need visa for go there. Dam Rep is a tourist card on arrival. It's just $10, chump change. We can go Trinidad, no visa. Barbados, no visa. Guyana, no visa. So let's think about those things. As I said, Cuba is right there, so. Cuba right there, so. 1 hour. One of the cheapest tickets we can get. And that technical, style that the Cubans bring in terms of their approach can actually be all that we need. We're gonna beat them at the end of the day, but still, it's how we test ourselves. Playing against JDF and Jamalco every week is not really going to cut it. We're going to need to be tested internationally at that standard. True Juice, our flankers. Fine, 1 and 2 games against them, and then the international ones.
Yeah, I may not agree on with that, because you can't prep a team to participate in an international competition just by playing against club teams, which would not. It's not like so we play club teams like SC Dallas or Real Madrid or whatever case may be. We have to play a lower standard of club football, which it now gonna really show say where the national team is better than them or worse than them. It just it's gonna be like meh. If you understand me, I said. So we need to, even as I said, Cuba, Cayman, Haiti. It's right there.
Yeah, something to consider there. Jay Taylor, I see a question. Yes, that is absolutely correct. When the centre back passes the ball out to the right and left backs, the play breaks down. Yes. I personally feel that this is one of the glaring things with playing out at the back for youngsters on the island. Is something that needs to be rectified. Dr. Joyful says these clubs operate as if they're still in the 70s. I was watching the game with the All Island team in Florida, and it's the same issue. Is that down to coaching, or we're just not producing good wing backs? We don't understand build-up play. All right. Build-up play, room for improvement. Talent is there. So it's not down to... So talent has never been Jamaica's issue. So coaching is one aspect. As Andrew Edwards mentioned in the interview yesterday, there's so much that the coaches can learn when they're on the island. But when he got the opportunity to go to Germany and be with Werder Bremen and watch games in the Bundesliga and League Two, it opened his eyes to a completely different thing. When I went to Celtic and when I went to Sheffield Wednesday, it opened my eyes to a completely different perspective from a scouting perspective on how you prepare for opposition analysis for games. So that's what I think our coaches need to do. And as Andrew Edwards said last night, sorry you couldn't catch it, Chris, but he was saying that what the coaches and what the JF needs to do is, all right, we'll take care of flights, we'll take care of accommodation, we'll take care of tickets, all right. Go to the Gothia Cup in Sweden. Go to the Dallas Cup in the States. Go to the Toulon Cup in France. And you're going to go and tell us what you observe. You're going to come back and do a presentation. And from there, we decide what Jamaica can take, what bits Jamaica can take, and we can implement it. And how can we be to that standard in the next few years? So I think that's what we need to start doing. It's not done enough, in my opinion, but it's definitely something that should be done more of. And again, it's a conversation, money. So again, our good friend
JFF,
our good friend Chris and our good friend Jay Taylor and the JFF will put the money together and boom, we'll send our good coaches and scouts.
We're going to start a GoFundMe account. But Simon, Sir Edward just said we should send coaches to these cups and to get info. But on the player side, why wouldn't I get invited to these cups? Why wouldn't I play the Toulon tournament as yet? I know it's invitation, but why aren't we invited? We'll drop maybe 20 places in the senior rankings. Well, come on.
No, I mean,
we're unbeaten for almost 2 years. Obviously, we just go through a rough patch right now, which with any team that's expected. So why we not get these opportunities?
I remember, so it's a youth tournament, so it wouldn't affect our rankings since it's youth teams playing. It would affect the rankings index for CONCACAF, but FIFA elements wouldn't affect it that much. The simple answer is that
not on their radar.
Yeah, there are two parts to answer that question. One, visa. That's one. And two is Jamaica an attractive nation to invite to the tournament?
And we know the answer to the second one. We would be a very attractive nation to invite. come on, the brand Jamaica, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, it speaks for itself. But as I say, we just probably not on their radar.
I think it's yep. That's one aspect to it, and another thing is visa. We need a EU visa, and that's something that takes time. And you do that for 23 players. Yeah. So visas is one thing that holds us back for there. You saw what happened to the under 15 with passports and so not being able to take the field for that tournament. So yeah, little things. I think once those little things can be sorted out, yeah, it's the end product at the end of the day. We're missing pro coaches, matter what system you'll need. Jay Taylor says, or maybe it's because we have been playing counter-attacking football. Yes. You hit the nail right on the head, my friend. You hit the nail right on the head. Everything you have said in this statement just a while ago is spot on. Everything. So your eyes are not fooling you at all. Your instinct is accurate here. So, yeah. But yes, Chris, enough respect, man. I appreciate you jumping on the live, man. Feel free to jump in anytime, man.
Bro. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Just behave yourself and all will do well.
Can't promise that.
Fair enough. I mean, I say I got to go up on Alva's Paul case and them thing there, but all right.
Who?
You know the right back that play for Jamaica?
Oh, Javian Brown? Good player.
All right. Cool. All right. Sounds good, bossy.
Oh, Simon, tell me so we have a friendly lineup between now and March. Please tell me that for the senior team.
Big up Jay Taylor. We don't have a friendly yet, but we're working. We're working on it. Work on it. That we can tell you. We'll work on a friendly, but no friendly to confirm before.
I don't believe in them that much, honestly.
Have the faith, hold the faith, man. Confidence is key. Play FPL.
Simon, right now I'm coming like a hospital where I got bankrupt. But now no patience.
Yeah, patience.
Now no patience with them.
Jaja. Or yourself, man.
Dealing with the JFF is like being in an abusive relationship. It is toxic.
Can't give up. Don't give up the fight. Get up. Stand up. I know you know that song there. You're not turned 30 yet, but you may know say you know the song there. Chris.
Yeah, bro. Anytime I check in, man. And anytime I'm free up.
All right.
Yeah, we can join the stream, man.
All right. Big up yourself, General. Cool.
Yeah, man, bro. Cool.
Yeah, man. Guys, thank you, guys. This was the best live of the week. Thank you, guys, so much for your comments. Jay Taylor, Wicked Man Chris, Jamie Ricketts, XYZ Thompson, Fabi Frano. Big up yourself for tuning in. Yeah? Really, really appreciate it. Walford, Jamie Ricketts, MPEC, Anne Ramsey. Okay, Riches and Royalty Sports, big up. Anthem 2, big up yourself. Bertha Herban Healings, Shot Color, Anthem, big up everybody. Really, really, Richie Crawford, Gregory Reed, everybody. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Unseen. Guys, take care. Have a good weekend. We'll be back tomorrow for more content. Stay tuned. This video is brought to you by MPEC Printery, specializing in t-shirt printing, posters, and shipping from the USA. Call 876-775-6692 or 876-337-7374. Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471. This video is also brought to you by BLC Jamaica Security Electronics, specializing in alarm system, video surveillance, camera system or CCTV, barrier system, gate automation, and access control. Call 876-320-7711. That's 876-320-7711 or 876-351-1105. That's 876-351-1105.